Good morning, guys. This is the corrections for the check of the practice for units 3 and 4. Hope you recall this information and it went well. Today you are looking for 3 words to submit as your phrase, and here we go. What is the slope of the line represented by 5x minus 12y equals 24? So we know we want to put it into y equals mx plus b, and we know our m is our slope. So let's start by moving the x on both sides. So now we have negative 12y equals 24 minus 5x. Divide everything by whatever's next to the y, which is a negative 12. That cancels out. We have our y equals 24 divided by negative 12 will be a negative 2. And a negative divided by negative will give us a positive 5 over 12x. So we know our answer is D. Next one. This is the function, and it can be used to determine the cost in dollars for a taxi ride of X miles. What is the rate of change? That's another word for slope. Of the cost in dollars with respect to the number of miles. So we need to put this in y equals mx plus b form. Your slope is your m. We just need to distribute our 0.5. So y equals 3.75 plus 1.5 times x minus 1. Y equals 3.75 plus 1.5x times, we have a positive and a negative, so minus 1.5 times negative 1 will be negative 1.5 or minus 0.5. So now we can stop because we're not looking for the y-intercept. That would be these two combined. We're looking for whatever's next to the x. So our answer is $1.50 F. Okay. Number 3. The graph models the linear relationship between the temperature of Earth's atmosphere and the altitude above the sea. Which of these best represents the rate of change, that again is another word for slope, of the temperature with respect to the altitude? Okay, well, what is the rate of change? What is happening? You can do this 2 ways. You can do it by rise over run, but you're going to have to be careful because these are not 1s over here, these are 10s. So we have, I'm going to pick 2 points, 2 exact points, and I'm going to use stat edit if I can find 2 exact points. Let's see, is this an exact point here? Doesn't, I think this is an exact point. And I'm going to say this is an exact point. So let's put those points in stat edit. I'm going to make my table. And I have x is 7, y is negative 30. I have x would be 10, and y is negative 50. Let's see if that works. Second plus 712, clear that out. I'm going to hit stat, enter. I'm going to put a 7, a 10, I'm going to tab over, negative 30, and a negative 50. I'm going to hit stat, tab 4, enter all the way down, and I know my slope should be negative 6.66, and the one that is closest to that is A, and that's what I'm going with. If you did rise over run, you're going to rise by 10, so it's going to go 10, 20, and then you're going to run 1, 2, 3, and 20 divided by 3, just showing you the other way, 20 divided by 3 is the same thing. Since this line is going down, you have a negative 6.6. That's your answer. And it says which best represents, so it's not exact. Okay? The first phrase, the first word in our phrase is go. Okay? First word is go. What is the equation of the line that passes through this point and has a slope of 0. Okay, well, has a 0 slope and passes through this line. Well, it's going to be what your y is. So this is just a rule. The equation of the line that passes through this point has a slope of 0. So y equals mx plus b. So if slope is 0, y equals, if m is 0 times x, that's 0 plus b. So we know y is going to be b. And we know, y is going to be, I'm sorry. That's not, the slope is not 0, I'm sorry. Has a slope of 0. So there's no slope, so it's going to, oh, okay, I'm sorry. When the slope is 0, that means it's going to cross through just the y, and it's going to be horizontal. So that's why it's going to be 7. So if you counted up 7 to 7, your slope would be like this. Okay? So your answer should be J. The value of y is directly proportional. We're going to set up a proportion. Directly proportional, and they probably are going to give us 3 numbers. Yep. If y is 35, x is 140, what would the value of y be when x is 70? So I'm going to set up a proportion, and I'm going to draw my hashtag here. And I know I have an x, and I know I have a y. And I have my y here. I have an x here. And they want to know the value of y when x is 70. So now I've set up my proportion, and we can cross multiply. I'll put it here so it's a little bit more clear. And x. So I know I have 140x equals 35 times 70. So 35 times 70 is 2,450. Divide both sides by whatever's next to the x, and you're going to have 17.5. That is your answer. Next one. What is the equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through these 2 points? Ooh, I love it. When you have 2 points, make a table, use stat edit. We have -4 and 47. We have 2 and -16. I'm going to use stat edit. I'm going to hit stat, enter. I'm going to put in -4. Whoops. Stat, enter. I'm going to tab over here. I have -4. I have 2. I have 47. And I have -16. Whoops. I think I hit subtract. Hold on. Stat, enter. 47 and then -16. There we go. Stat, tab, because you want it to go calculate. Number 4, there's what we're looking for. Enter all the way. And we know our slope equals -10.5x, and our y-intercept is +5. So our equation is not in decimal form. That's okay. We know the y-intercept. Well, it could be. Let's see. This is not going to be 5. So I'm going to mark these 2 off to save time. It's going to be one of these. And they're both negative. They both have 5. So I just need to divide the fractions. So I have -21 divided by 2. And I get -10.5. So your answer is H. Okay, the last one on this page is a student graphed f of x equals x, and g of x equals f of x plus 3, which we know that is x, on the same coordinate grid. Which statement describes how the graphs of f and g are related? Well, we could put that in the calculator. And I'm going to do that now and see if that will work, because we know what it is. The first one is just x. The second one, f of x, is x plus 3. I'm going to just hit graph and see what this thing looks like. Okay, it looks like they're parallel. Let's see if anything says that. So we know this is not going through, this is going through the origin, and this is going 3 up because this is the y-intercept. So we know it's not shifted down. Nothing is steeper, nothing is less steep. They're exactly the same lines. It's just shifted 3 up. Your answer is A. Next word of the day, of the phrase, is go Tom. Okay? Go Tom. That's where we are. Number 8. Moving right along. Gotta get going here. We're halfway through. The scatter plot shows the monthly high temperatures for Austin, Texas in degrees Fahrenheit over 12 months. Which function best models the data from month 1 to month 9? Okay, here's month 9. So we're looking for something that starts around, it's going to cross maybe here. I'm just looking at the y-intercept. Where is it going to cross? So I know if we drew this line and we tried to estimate this data, looks like it would cross around, well, 90. I'm going to look at eliminating other ones. We know it's not going to cross at 130. That's way up here. We know it's not going to cross at 111. That's here somewhere. So that gives us 85 and 90. And I see 85 is down here. I think it's going to cross closer to 90. So I will pick this one from eliminating my answers, and I get H. Number 9, if the graph of the second equation, let's see, the line graphed on the grid represents the first of 2 equations in the system. If the graph of the second equation in the system passes through points negative 12 and 20 and 4 and 12, which statement is true? Okay, let's see. I'm going to graph these points if I can. Let's see if the graph is big enough. So x is negative 12, okay, and y is 20. So I'm going to put that point here. And on this side, I have x is 4 and y is 12. Okay, so I'm not really going to see where they cross because it's going to just, looks like it's just going to keep going. Looks like it might be parallel actually. So I'm going to draw this and take a look. And I see it is parallel. It's never going to cross, therefore it's never going to have a solution. Your answer is C. What is the value of x in this system of equations? First, we have to put it in y equals, and thank goodness this one already is. Let's do this one. It's going to be easy. We're going to move this x, so now we're going to have y equals, that goes away, negative 1 minus 2x. So let's put that in the calculator. Hold on, somebody's at the door. That'll help you. Okay, guys, so we moved that, so now we have our 2 equations. So let's put this in the calculator. We have y equals, and we have 1 divided by 2x plus 4, enter, and then we have negative 1 minus 2x, and I'm going to hit second, trace, 5. Here come my lines. Oh, and they cross, so I don't have to hit zoom. I'm going to hit enter, 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 and I know my intersection is negative 2, and that is G. Good deal. Here we go. Number 11, a bus travels 2 different routes, the green route and the blue route. The routes are different lengths. On Monday, the bus traveled the route 6 times and the blue route 5 times, traveling a total of 52 miles. On Tuesday, the bus traveled the green route 12 times and the blue route 13 times, traveling a total. Okay, we got to put these into equations. So I'm going to make the green x, I'm going to make the blue y. So I know I have 6x plus 5y equals 52. And then I'm going to have 12x plus 13y equals 119. I need to put these in y equals by moving the x. That gives me 5y equals 52 minus 6x. Divide everything by whatever's next to the y. And I'm not even going to change that because I'm going to put it in the calculator. Over here, move the x. And that's going to give me 13y equals 119 minus 12x. Divide everything by 13, and like I said over there, I'm going to just leave it because I can put it in the calculator. Okay, I'm going to hit y equals, and I'm going to start with 119 divided by 13 minus 12 divided by 13x. You can put the x by the 12, you can put it by the 13, it doesn't matter. Enter, and then on this side I have 52 divided by 5 minus 6 divided by 5x. I'm going to hit second, trace, 5. And our intersect is on here too, so that's awesome. And it looks like x should be 4.5, which is B. Wonderful. Here we go. Here's another one. Which system is best represented by this graph? Okay, well, we're looking for this. Which one of these are going to give us this point? Looks like a lot of math here to do y equals. So, to save time on the video, I'm going to let you know, well, hopefully it's the first one, I don't know. Let's just do the math. So we have 3x minus y equals 2. I need to move the x. So I have, well, actually I could move the y here and then I move the 2, but just to keep things the way we do it, so we have minus y equals 2, or negative y equals 2 minus 3x. Okay, we need to divide by whatever's next to the y, which is that invisible negative 1. I'm going to rewrite this as y equals negative 2, because a positive divided by a negative is a negative. And then we have a negative divided by a negative, which is going to give us a positive 3x. Okay, let's do the second one. And we have 4x plus 9y equals 36. And I'm going to move the x. That gives me 9y equals 36 minus 4x. Divide everything by 9, and we have y equals 36 divided by 9 is 4, minus 4 over 9x. Let's put that in the calculator and see if maybe this works. Y equals, clear, negative 2 plus 3x. Enter. And then we have 4, well, let's clear that out. Clear. We have 4 minus 4 divided by 9x. I'm going to hit second, trace, 5. Oh my goodness, and there it is. Let's see if it works. It looks pretty close to what we looked at, 1.74. Oh, we got to figure out what it is. Is this 1? So we're looking for the intersect here, and I'm going to bet it looks like it's a little over 3, and this is a little before 2, that point. I think if we graph all the other ones, this is going to be it. Oh, plus it's going to go through 9 here. Oh, that's how I'm going to look. So it goes through 9 on the X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. And it goes through 4 on the Y. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Answer is F. Number 13. Okay, we had a drummer, guitarist. They wrote 8 fewer than twice the number of songs that the drummer wrote. Okay, so let's see if we can just start eliminating our answers here. So the guitarist wrote 8 less, so minus 8, than twice the drummer. Okay? So the guitarist wrote 2D minus 8, that works. This one doesn't work. This is minus 2D. This one doesn't have a guitarist, and neither does this one. And then they wrote a total of 46 songs. So we know what G is, and we're not sure what the drummer wrote, so we're going to just put a D. The guitarist put D equals a total of 46 songs. So your answer is A. A student is ordering a flower arrangement. She can choose any combination of roses and carnation for her flower arrangement, and she does not want to spend more than $30. So she wants to spend less than or equal to 30. Well, she doesn't want to spend more than 30. So it just needs to be less than 30 because she doesn't even want to spend 30. If the roses are 3 each, and the carnations are 2 each, so we have 3x plus 2y. Which inequality represents that? 3x plus 2y is less than 30. So your answer for 14, well, let me look at it again. Let me think. So we know we can mark these off. And she does not want to spend more than 30. So she will spend up to 30. So that's where our signs are, and she will spend 30 or less. So your answer should be G. I have 2 more. Oh, you scared me. What? Yes. Which ordered pair is the solution set of y equals, y is greater than 1/3 x plus 4. Okay, so we need to graph this line. And we know the rules is after we graph it, we're going to, if it's greater than, it's going to be shaded up, and the line's going to be solid. So let's put it in here and see if we can hit graph, see what it looks like. Second, let's see, plus 712, let's clear that out. Let's hit y equals. And I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to change this thing. And I'm going to go, let's see if I can remember. We don't need the color, we need this. And we have a greater than, whoops, let's go back up. I'm not sure if I've done this on the new calculator, but let's see, well, nope. There we go. So you're going to use the tab button. And it's not less than, it's greater than. So we're going to hit OK. And we have our greater than symbol right there. Now I can put this in the calculator by going over back to here. 1 divided by 3x, whoops, 1 divided by 3x plus 4. And I'm going to hit graph. There's my graph, and now I can see which point is going to be above here. So I'm actually just going to look at my y's, because I want to get it up here, and I can see 1. If y is 1, that won't work. -1 won't work, and -6 won't work. So your answer is B. So it's going to go up to 6 and over, we're going to go over 1 and up 6. Answer's B. Last one. Which graph best represents the set of y is less than -4? We're going to do the same thing. Y equals, clear that out. I'm going to go over here and change this to less than. And now I can put y is less than -4x. Oops, I did that again. So -4x, and I'm going to hit graph. And there is your line. So it's not this one, it's not this one, and it's not that one. Your answer is H. That'll do it, guys, for the corrections. I'm glad that you watched it. I hope it was helpful. The last word in the phrase is Brady. Go Tom Brady. You have the best day, guys. Thank you for watching.